Greetings, buddy. Since you know that I have cleared Sindh Revenue Board's Sales Tax Officer test, so there's an interview. You would start with my introduction, and then you would ask me some questions related to Sindh Revenue Board. Then you would ask me some questions from taxation. Then you will ask me some most technical questions from taxation, taxation concepts, and then you would ask me from some general knowledge of Sindh, and then finally you will ask me some particular thing about my hobbies and then my place of residence.
That sounds like a good plan for your interview. Starting with a strong introduction about the Sindh Revenue Board will set a solid foundation. Expect questions about tax evasion and related technical concepts, as well as some general knowledge questions about Sindh. They'll likely touch on your hobbies and your place of residence as well. Good luck. If you need any more help, feel free to ask.
I want you to take my interview.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to help. Let's start with your introduction. Please introduce yourself as you would in the interview.
Greetings, everyone. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. My name is Najibullah. I have done my BBA Finance from Sakkar IBH University with the CGPA of 3.24. I reside in Panwakil. In addition to this, I graduated in 2024 and currently I am working on an agency. That's my own agency. We provide services to different countries of the world. And finally, my hobbies include chess, playing computer games, and then working on computer.
Great introduction. It's clear and covers your academic background, current work, and hobbies. Now let's move on to a few questions. Can you tell me what the primary responsibilities of the Sindh Revenue Board are?
Okay, so the primary responsibilities of Sindh Revenue Board are tax collection, monitoring the taxes, integrating the online POS systems, then collecting the taxes on services that came after the 18th Amendment in 2010 when the Sindh Revenue Board was formed, and then the finally is policy making on taxes, and then policy implementation and using the legal actions to implement those policies, and finally the tax collection and reporting it to the Secretary Finance Sindh.
Excellent explanation. You've covered the SRB's key responsibilities thoroughly. Now, can you discuss some common issues related to tax evasion that the SRB might face and how they address them?
Alright, so the most common issues in SRB tax collection is, I think what I think is the most important is knowledge. Like you have made the processes so complex that people even do not understand. The literacy rate is very low. Like if the people do not understand what the things are, how they are going to pay the taxes, how they are going to file the taxes. In addition to this, knowledge about the taxation is very necessary. And finally, incentivizing the people. You need to incentivize the people so that you do not feel any issues in the tax compliance. And finally, SRB will see the issue, that is issue of feudalism or tax evasion in agricultural income. So recently it's an issue that agricultural income should be exempt because it is the backbone of the economy. However, IMF has given the target that the sales tax on agriculture or agricultural income tax should be 45%. So that's why SRB will face a biggest issue, that this problem should be addressed critically in assessing the agricultural income.
You've highlighted some key challenges as well. Simplifying processes and improving tax literacy are definitely crucial. Incentivizing compliance can also make a big difference. Addressing tax evasion in the agricultural sector is indeed a complex issue, especially with the new targets set by the IMF. Great job explaining these points. Let's move on to a technical question. Can you explain the difference between direct and indirect taxes?
Alright, so direct taxes are the taxes that are charged by individual and are non-transferable to the next individual. For example, income tax, it is charged from a person and a person cannot transfer that to another person. Example is income tax. And the indirect taxes are those taxes that are regressive in nature, whereas whereas taxes on income are progressive in nature. Indirect taxes are transferable to the final consumer. For example, sales tax on goods and services, or GST, general sales tax.
Exactly. Direct taxes like income tax are paid directly by individuals and are not transferable. Indirect taxes, such as sales tax or GST, are added to the price of goods and services and ultimately borne by the final consumer. Great explanation. Now let's switch to a general knowledge question about Sindh. Can you tell me about a significant historical figure from Sindh?
In which sense, like political, philosophical, and what particular domain you are talking about?
Let's go with a historical political figure. For example, someone who has had a significant impact on Sindh's history or politics.
Alright, so in politics, the first person, that is Benazir Bhutto, who was the first Prime Minister of Pakistan. She was from Sindh, and the entire Islamic world.
Yes, Benazir Bhutto is a prominent figure. She was the first female Prime Minister of Pakistan and a significant leader from Sindh, making an impact not just in Pakistan, but across the Islamic world. Great choice. Now let's wrap up with a personal question. What are some of your favorite hobbies?
My first favorite hobby is playing games on computer, and then analyzing the charts and graphs of foreign exchange markets and crypto markets, because I'm a finance student. And the third hobby is playing games on computers, and another is playing chess.
Those are great hobbies. Playing computer games and chess can be both fun and strategic, while analyzing forex and crypto markets aligns perfectly with your finance background. You're well rounded with both analytical and recreational interests. Anything else you'd like to discuss?
I want to continue this interview.
Sure, let's keep going. How would you explain the importance of digital transformation for improving tax compliance?
So in 21st century, or this century, current century, digital technologies are very important. For example, people are, even people who is at a stall has a mobile phone. So that's why we need to digitalize the economies. For example, in integrating the POS system, online compliance, e-filing of sales and services, e-filing of income, e-filing of agricultural income, and then transforming the digitalization with help in accountability, so that we may know that where actually the taxes are going, so that corruption could be reduced. In addition to this, formal economy brings more taxes in digitalization.
That's a thorough explanation. Digital transformation indeed plays a crucial role in improving tax compliance. It simplifies processes, enhances accountability, and helps reduce corruption by making everything more transparent and efficient. Integrating systems like POS, e-filing, and digital records are essential steps toward a more formal and accountable economy. Great job. Anything else you'd like to cover?
I still want to continue this interview in the domain of Sindh Revenue Board.
Absolutely. Let's dive deeper into the Sindh Revenue Board. How do you think the SRB can improve public trust and encourage voluntary tax compliance?
There are many factors that could be used to encourage the public trust and compliance. The first one is you need to show them publicly that those funds which you are taking, where they are going. You need to make every data public, that funds are coming from this area and they are going to this area. In addition to this, you need to increase the tax bracket, you need to incentivize the people to increase the compliance. You need to tell them that this is a noble cause, because money from rich people is taken and is redistributed to the welfare of society. That's the form of Islamic economic system. And religious measures, for example, when you give religious explanation in this state, for example in Sindh, people would surely comply, because tax collection is a noble technique, noble cause that was formed in the Islamic state.
That's a well-rounded approach. Transparency about fund utilization can indeed build public trust. Expanding the tax base and showing how taxes contribute to societal welfare can motivate compliance. Using religious and cultural context can also resonate deeply, especially in regions like Sindh. This holistic strategy can effectively enhance voluntary compliance. Great insights. Anything else you'd like to discuss or practice?
I still want to continue this interview. You need to ask me questions until I stop you.
Got it. Let's continue. How do you think the SRB can leverage technology to combat tax evasion more effectively?
So, in today's world, technology is more critical to the digital records. SRB should use technology in a sense that it should make the most simplified version of an Android app that is used to file the taxes. In addition to this, payment systems should be very less complicated to submit the taxes or pay the taxes to the cent. In addition to this, technology should be used to give the workshops, online Zoom meetings for the people. In addition to this, technology could be used for integrating the systems with FBR and other tax revenue authorities to check how we are actually performing as compared to other states. And finally, the technology could be used to keep the records of everything and made available publicly.
Those are excellent suggestions. Developing a user-friendly mobile app can greatly simplify tax filing. Streamlining payment systems and leveraging online workshops and meetings can also boost accessibility and awareness. Integrating systems with other tax authorities and maintaining transparent records are crucial for accountability. Great insights. How do you think these measures can improve overall tax collection?
I think these will surely improve the tax collection. For example, if you make an app that is user friendly, person would surely pay the taxes. And finally, if you make people religiously knowledgeable, like coachable, when you teach them that this is a noble cause and you need to file the submit the tax returns. And in addition to this, the final thing that needs to be done is asking the people that this funds will be used for the betterment of the society.
Absolutely. A user-friendly app and educating people on the importance and impact of tax contributions can significantly boost compliance. When people understand how their taxes contribute to societal welfare, they're more likely to participate willingly. These measures can create a more transparent and accountable system, ultimately leading to improved tax collection. Great thoughts. Anything else you'd like to explore?
Yes, next question.
Sure. What role do you think public awareness campaigns can play in improving tax compliance? And how would you design an effective campaign?
Public campaigns are really necessary in the 21st century. For example, many companies do public campaigns to educate the customers about their product, but Sindh Revenue Board doesn't have a product. Instead, they have a responsibility of collecting the taxes from the people. So that's why, if public campaigns are designed to educate the people that this is a noble cause, you need to make people religiously educate that this is a noble cause and these taxes will surely be redistributed. You need to take the public campaigns on in like in many businesses, everything that generates the revenue. For example, even in markets, in bigger markets, I will design the tax public campaign in a way that I will go in a big market where there are people whose income is greater than 600,000. Of course, I would market to those who are under my tax base. Those who are out of my tax base and having less income, they would surely be exempt. I will design this.
But you've hit the monthly limit for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.